What's up, TKAST? How's it going? Thank you for joining us today. This is going to be a special little episode, a bonus episode, kind of. I filmed this episode in Montauk a few months ago with Paul Wharton. Unfortunately, as you'll notice, I forgot to press record on the audio, so I'm going to use the camera audio because I think the content is still worth watching. However, we are going to have to redo this episode in the future because the audio is just not good. How do I say this? I don't want to just throw away the footage because I think it's good. So today's episode is going to be a little abnormal, but right back to what you're used to tomorrow or next episode. I hope you enjoy this episode. It's going to be very different. I'm also going to I'm going to dub over the part in this when I say, "What's up, TKAST?" because I think it's sound better. All right, cool.
You got workman's comp? No, sorry, not yet. You?
This is the TK. Right now we're doing a TK.
The TKAST.
Guys, we up in our makeshift studio in Montauk.
Makeshift studio. I'm not used to this.
Hey, listen to the show tonight at 6 o'clock.
Tonight at 6 o'clock. Boom, chicka-laka. This tape looks so jank.
Let me tell them.
Okay. Necesitas hablar en español, por favor. All right, well, we're coming back to this, I guess. You know how hard it is to get Paul in one spot?
Eventually, one of these days, I'm going to get verified.
Yeah, and somebody's going to pick you up and hire you right from under me.
Oh my
God, you're the genius that made him happen. Oh, TK, please, we'll pay you anything. I'll be like, fine, you want to leave? The door's closed to you.
Oh, okay, I was going to say, no, I'll never leave. He created me.
Oh my God, I wish. But this has been fun.
Yeah.
I gotta introduce them to my show real quick.
What's up, TKAST? How's it going? Today, I want to introduce you to my guest, Mr. Paul Wharton.
Woo!
He is DC's best television host.
I love that introduction, TK.
And the most fashionable.
Oh my God, TK, I love it.
I'm looking to invest in some new microphones someday. But thank you to Zach for the microphones.
Yeah, thanks, Zach. Shout out to Zach.
Yeah, he really stepped it up.
And I love it.
Yeah.
And now we're on it. And we
Exactly.
brought it up to Montauk. We're in the Hamptons.
We are in the Hamptons.
We are broadcasting live.
Exactly. You picked me up in DC right after the what was it, the global warming protest?
Yeah, I was trying to get to work over on ABC7. You know, I contribute over there. Good Morning Washington on ABC7, and I was going to talk about the Emmys red carpet recap.
Okay.
Who I thought was hot, who wasn't, and all that kind of stuff, which I don't really love to do that.
But there's no one better to do it.
You know, well, I've been doing it so long, but the thing about it is people sometimes don't like that I'm not mean.
Oh, yeah, that's hard to... It's like you got to be kind of mean, but like not too mean.
Well,
because
TK,
you're a friend.
you know, I used to do that back in the day, back when they were doing Queer Eye. You know, when they did the spinoff from Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, they did one called Queer Eye for the Straight Girl.
Okay.
And I was going to be one of those guys.
Huh.
So I went out to LA for the screen test, and what ended up happening is I just couldn't break the woman down. They wanted the woman to cry first, and then they wanted us to build her back up. And I'm like, but these women already feel like why do I have to break this woman down even more?
Oh,
and they were like, you know what? I thought they were going to clap, applaud. Yes, you're so right. We see now. We finally see. Instead, they were like, good luck back in DC.
Oh, well. So we came up here, and we have been in the Hamptons. East Hampton?
No, we're in Montauk right now.
Okay, so we're in Montauk. And we've been here for almost a week.
Yeah.
We got here Monday night.
Yeah.
It's a nice rainy night in the beach. When it rains at the beach, it can be a good time because it's more sounds.
And the next morning, what helps you sleep? And then the next morning, everything is clear and bright. Every morning we've been here. The water is just, and this house is amazing. Shout out to my friend who allows me to use his house as much as I want, all the time.
Gorgeous.
It's beautiful,
Absolutely.
and we are right on the ocean. Like
We're on the beach, okay?
Like there's no house closer. There's no house closer.
And we said earlier, if we were any closer, we'd get swept into the ocean.
That's it.
Because the high tide, that thing is right up there.
I know.
It's really cool though, and you can see all the way to the horizon. It's just water as far as you see.
Absolutely.
It's beautiful.
Absolutely.
And the neighbors, I haven't met them, but the neighbors look like they have some interesting lifestyles. So.
They do. Yeah, a lot of these people are really interesting. My guy from Ray Donovan, Leo Schreiber, he lives just down the road there.
Wow.
And Schreiber, something. You know, Leo.
Yeah. I don't know the last name.
Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Okay.
And I see him over at the coffee shop. We go to Left-Hand Coffee Shop and Joni's for breakfast out here in Montauk.
Nice.
Anybody that knows it. But it's really wonderful. You really feel like you've gone somewhere. This is definitely a healing place. It's a fun party place. We've had friends come in and out all week long.
It's been a party the whole week, honestly. Even if it was just you and I, we had a good time together. We did a little party, just hanging out.
Yeah.
Getting to know each other and like learning more about each other.
Yeah.
And then when all your friends came, we got to learn even more.
Exactly. And I'm so happy that sometimes you have to get out of your own way. Because, I guess the night before he came, I was thinking, oh my God, what if we get sick of each other? Oh God, it's the whole week. And I was like thinking, and then the other thing I was thinking is, what if, because I'm an alpha person and I'm always putting myself on other people, I want to do this, I want to do that.
Right.
I thought, what if somebody doesn't want to be in the beach house with me all week long? That could be a bit much,
Yeah.
So that's what that message I sent to
Especially
TK.
with only one form of transportation.
Right, mine.
Yeah, exactly.
So wherever I am, the car needs to be.
I went on one little excursion over to IGA. I've never been to IGA before. It's a very fun experience. You know what? I will tell you, this is the first time I've ever been sent to the store and I've correctly gotten each item
Exactly.
without asking for help.
Without asking for help.
I went around, I was like, you know what? I think I can figure this out.
Yeah.
I looked at the signs and I was like, that's what I need to be for this. That's what I need for that. And I was sitting there at the aisle, the checkout, and I'm like, wow, I got each item without asking for help.
I love it.
But it didn't feel like a big store, so that's kind of why I felt like I could handle it.
Yeah, you got it. It was all down.
Very quick.
So I shopped a lot at Whole Foods before we left. I came up here because I used to do a show called the Metropolitan Cooking and Entertaining Show. And Paula Dean, for two Christmases in a row, she was my special guest.
Oh, wow.
Paula Dean, she showed me how to make hoe cake.
Oh, my gosh.
I said, a hoe cake? Who you calling a hoe? Oh, I'm sorry,
oh,
Paula.
oh.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me put my switchblade away. But no, she ended up, actually she got in all that trouble, but I thought she was fabulous. She loved me. With my black gay self, she loved the hell out of me. She sent me some pots and everything.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
So she was awesome. But we were up here filming. It was probably your first time filming like a cooking show,
Cooking show, yeah. I mean, so I've never really filmed a cooking show. I have filmed people cooking before, but I've never filmed a cooking show to where like I need to like understand what's going on.
Yeah.
So like I'm sitting, I'm with my camera. I'm like, just like lost in the sauce, literally.
Well, I've been talking to a few different networks about doing this cooking lifestyle thing.
Yeah.
And I've got this whole East Coast lifestyle. So DC, the Hamptons, Montauk. Sometimes I'm in Waynescott here in East Hampton, but I'm always in Montauk, and then down the coast. So it's a very coastal living type situation. We're close to Annapolis down there. And so I wanted to cook some of those recipes that I like and put a little Montauk flair on it up here. And I thought this would be a great place to kind of test the waters because we have these new opportunities. So yes, you were freaking fantastic. We'll see how they look in the edit.
I'm so excited. Oh, by the way, cheers.
Cheers. Here's to you.
Cheers. Here's to Montauk. Thank you so much for bringing me out here. I've had a great time.
I'm happy you did.
Cheers to the first time on my podcast.
Yeah, I'd love this.
Please don't let this be the last.
No, it won't be.
So we've been filming cooking shows.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for how they're gonna come out. And
you did some great photography.
Oh, the pictures! Oh my gosh.
The pictures are fabulous.
The beach pictures are so much fun because I get to use my surroundings as different filters, and the sun is a whole different light that I've never really used before. Because I don't really do much shooting outside. Most of the stuff I shoot is indoors. If I'm shooting outside, it's usually video.
Yeah.
So I've got, I don't have many opportunities to shoot pictures outside in like good sunlight that's not blocked by something.
Yeah, I get it completely.
Yeah, it was an interesting experience. It's kind of like being in a giant studio.
Now the only other thing you need to remember, TK, is when I'm cooking and there's a big old bottle of Lysol in my shot. Do you believe this fool? He's shooting me cooking this fabulous meal. I'm going to tell you how many millions of dollars this house is on the ocean. I spent somebody's whole paycheck at Whole Foods, and this fool is gonna let me cook all this food with a big old bottle of Lysol in the window behind me. Can you believe this?
I'm gonna take half the responsibility because I had 2 eyeballs, right? But the other half of the responsibility, remember there was a producer for that shoot?
Yes, Rebecca. Yeah, so you're both wrong. No, you're both in trouble.
Have to work.
Right. So try to cut the Lysol bottle out. I don't think you're going to be able to. But anyway, they didn't pay, so they can't be in it.
Yeah, no, I can blur it for sure.
Blur that shit.
Yeah, I can blur it.
And the other thing that you're in trouble for is on the way up
Oh,
here.
no.
So I drive a little bit. Of course, I get tired. I think I have narcolepsy. I'm like, falling out, popping my head. And then finally, we find a Dunkin' Donuts in the middle of nowhere. We're on our way to the Hamptons. I could not stay awake on the road. So we went to Dunkin' Donuts. Oh, so good, the coffee. And this coffee is weak.
Yeah, usually I'm sure people come up there, they're very quiet, they're on their phone, they order something and they leave, they don't talk to her.
Yes.
And so she was probably just like starstruck at somebody that would be willing to like have a conversation. And
right,
make
yeah,
her
no, we
feel
were
good.
having a good old time. Yeah, she wasn't.
And that's
used to
one
that.
thing I gotta say about when I spend time with you is that like you're very good at interacting with everybody in the room.
Yeah.
No matter if they're like introvert or extrovert. You're comfortable interacting with everybody. If you're in a store, you're gonna hello everyone.
Yeah.
I love that.
Because sometimes the difference between somebody having a really shitty day and actually a shitty life experience is just someone saying hi. People just want to be seen and they want to feel like their presence makes a difference to somebody. Like they matter. Do you know what I mean? Like, and you can do it in such a small way. It doesn't even take any skin off your back.
Okay.
But sometimes just giving a woman a nice compliment or a man that, as a gay man, if I see a construction-looking white guy, on the other side, I say, hey, how you doing today?
Okay.
It takes them off guard because sometimes those people are super cool, but they are used to people deciding what they are going to be like, prejudging them.
Yeah. So one of my questions, I enjoy complimenting people because I'm a friendly kind of person. I like connecting. But when I compliment somebody, I don't necessarily need them to like acknowledge the compliment. But when I have a problem complimenting strangers.
Okay.
I've found that you can't really compliment a stranger in 2019. You can't really, if you see a stranger with especially of the opposite gender.
Okay.
Like if I see a girl and I love her hair or something,
right.
and I say, hey, I love your hair.
I think you can say that.
Yeah, I mean, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna look at you like, I guess depending on where you are, but 9 times out of 10, they're gonna look at you like you're trying to.
But that's the thing about a compliment. You have to be willing to put it out and not expect anything in return.
That's what I mean.
Even an acknowledgement.
Typically, well, that's okay. Yeah. So typically, when I compliment somebody, I'm not actually looking for them to acknowledge it. I just like to say it out loud.
Okay, but then you're good.
It kind of like gets it off my chest. Like when I think something is beautiful, wow, that's a beautiful view.
Yeah.
Same with a guy. If I see a guy with a beautiful shirt on or an amazing shirt, that's a really amazing shirt.
Right.
I've said.
So you're mad because they turn around and say,
Sometimes. 9 times out of
your
10.
house or mine.
No, 9 times
And you're like,
out of
oh my
10.
God, I just like your shirt.
It's most of the time I feel like they're like why are you complimenting? I don't know you. And then, but like my friends understand.
Yeah.
When I compliment them, I'm not looking for them to compliment me back.
Right.
you know?
Right.
But a stranger has problems. So I guess this is a long-winded question.
Yeah.
How do you compliment a stranger without them feeling like you're?
Well, you're just mindful and you don't go into anything that could be misconstrued as being sexual or weird. And you just keep it light until that person, responds back in a way where you're like, okay, they're cool with me giving them a compliment. It's almost like holding the door for someone. When you hold the door for someone when you're at Starbucks or something like that, and they walk through and don't say anything, like I'm the kind of person that wants to be like, you got to be kidding me. Well, so there's so many things that we can talk about, but I just mainly want to tell you right now that on the way home, don't scare me like you did. When the person in front of us was driving and they had their taillights on, TK actually sped up. I've never seen anything like it.
You gotta get closer to them, man. They're slowing down, so you gotta get closer to them.
I have indigestion. You talk about PTSD, it was the ride up here with you driving.
You gotta go find out.
This is terrible. Listen,
No,
I am a small outfit.
You remind me of some females that have driven with you.
So, to be continued, if you see me again, that means I got home safe.
I'll make sure that you get home safely, as long as you make sure that when we get home, we have a good time.
Yes. That is a deal. That is a deal.
Fantastic.
I love it.
that deal.
Thank you for having me on your show.
Thank you so much for joining me on TKAST. I look forward to the next time you join us, and I cannot wait to see what we have in store for each other in the future.
I know. I now have so many more stories to tell. I need more
Yeah,
time.
lots
I need more
Yeah, yeah.
time on TKAST.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
also have your listeners listen to the Paul Wharton Show.
Paul Wharton Show.
Sirius XM,
Sirius
Channel
XM.
141, Fridays at 6, Saturdays at 5 p.m., and Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Check us out. Lots of fun things going up. Actually, TK
Great
and I,
time.
we're going to go up to New York and we're going to interview Tamron Hall.
Okay.
You know Tamron Hall? She
I
has
do.
a new show.
Mhm.
She's a good friend
That's
of
awesome.
mine. And we're already planning some of our holiday programming. We got Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh
we're going
my
to be doing
gosh.
some fun stuff that we're going
Holy
to shoot at
smokes.
Whoopi's house.
All right, guys.
So,
Well, if you
yeah.
want to see Whoopi Goldberg, come check it out.
Come check it
The
out.
Paul Wharton Show.
Yes, from MONTAUK. Woohoo! Oh,
Thanks for joining me again.
love you.
Love you. Bye.
You're watching The Wink. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell icon for new notifications. Doodly doodle. Wow, ew. Just kidding.